Hey guys, it's Dr. Matt Herba. I wanted to explain today a little bit about why sometimes when patients come in, we actually know what's going on with them before they even actually tell us. So history is important, but one of the most important things we can do is actually take an x-ray to find out what's happening with the nervous system inside. So let me explain what I'm talking about today. So this is an x-ray of a person's neck. Let me give you some anatomy here. So this is the back of the head. This is the chin. This person is looking this way. So the first thing we do when we look at an x-ray is we strike this arc. This is called the arc of life. It's normal, it's natural, it's the way the spine is actually shaped inside. The next thing we do is on the back side of every one of these bones inside, we actually draw a blue line. And that blue line should match the red line real close. And the reason why is because the brain, which sits up here, sends information down the spinal cord across there, telling the body to heal and do what it needs to do. So as long as you keep this in the right position, the body will work the way it's supposed to. So when you look at an x-ray, you want to see blue line match red line. Blue line is where you are, red line is where you're supposed to be, and you want to see thick, even spaces in between. So let me show you about a patient who came in recently that was having a lot of issues with headaches, a lot of issues with some throat things, and I'll show you what's happening. So this is an x-ray of somebody, and we'll compare and contrast these two. So if you guys can see this, do you see the difference of what's happening here? You see how there's a red line here. This red line is normal, and this blue line is where this person is. So if this red line is normal and this blue line is where this person is, you can imagine what that does to the spinal cord inside. And you can actually see the spaces are changing. There's bone spurring and lipping starting in this area. So that's definitely not good on an x-ray. It's also not good to their health. And a lot of times we don't even have to really guess when we look at a patient. All we do is we go over this chart. So this chart over here shows us that these areas of the spine actually connect to these parts of the body. So directly when there's damage on an x-ray, it goes to these parts of the body, starts at these nerve roots, goes to these parts of the body, and then gives you these possible symptoms. So it would make total sense why this person's having trouble with their throat, they're having headaches, they're having all these other issues that they didn't even write down in their intake paperwork or wasn't even their primary problem, because when you disrupt this part of the spine, you're going to directly disrupt other parts of the body or the area that those nerves come from. So I hope that helps. A lot of times patients will come in and when they start listing off their symptoms, and after we take an x-ray, I'll go back and I'll start listing off more symptoms that could possibly be coming from this, and they'll be like, how do you know this? You must be reading my mind. And I'm not reading your mind, I'm actually reading the chart. So I know where the nerves come from and where they exit and the amount of damage that can happen on an x-ray and how that impacts your life. The good news is if you restore this, you take this from here to here and you start restoring the process inside, you actually restore the lifeline for the body through and your body starts to heal itself. So really the cure for you is inside, and you got to look at an x-ray to see what's happening. It's Dr. Matt Herba. This is from Herba Family Wellness. Hope to talk to you soon.